it is going to be a final reset of your preparation. And why I am saying that it is going to be a final reset of your preparation, because if you look at the time frame which you have now, so approximately you will see that you have approximately you can say 8 months time for preliminary examination. So ideally, what students should do now, that they should go for, you can say, no doubt you have to give 8 months to your PT, even if you have qualified. And how to divide time, I'm coming to it. Let me explain and discuss everything. So the point which I'm trying to say here, that 8 out of 8 you have to, you can say, give to PT, but the question is how much time? How much time? Why I am saying that you have to prioritize certain things according to your level of preparation, according to your pending areas, and then time ability and the priorities. This is what the motto is, because this is where you need to make yourself mains ready. In the next, you can say 90-100 days approximately, you have to make mains ready. How? Let's see. So approximately out of 8 months, you have 4 months where you can intensify your mains. Intensify. But at the same time, you have to you can say, continue with preliminary examinations preparation as well. Be in touch. Don't keep PT pending for the February or January last or anything like that. It's your priority. You can give some time on daily basis or weekends, whatever suits to you. It all depends upon your level of preparation. But definitely, I would like to say that at this point of time, please think of in this way, so that you don't need to reset your preparation now onwards, because this is the final time. Either you are a very disciplined, committed person, and then you are able to complete your paper, and you are going either, or you are going to drop certain areas, because now onwards you will find that pressure has started building up. So this is what. So 4 months you dedicate to mains and plus PT as well. Then these 3 months for PT to go for more and more topic wise tests and revision, and last 1 month for complete revision plus mock. And that's why I have written 4, 3, 1, in the sense 4 where you will intensify mains. Fine. Here 3 means 3 months from February onwards. You will intensify your PT, and here you will intensify revision plus mock. So this is what the timeline available to you. Now here, if you look at the timeline, here you cannot, you can say, wait to you can say, to first you will do mains or something like that, or you will PT. No. What it is needed is, if you have 4 or 5 things to do, fine, you prioritize. Reset simply means that you prioritize certain things. For example, if you want to do mains, PT, optional, ethics, essay, current affairs, you cannot do all. You have to prioritize that this is my priority number 1. Whatever it takes, my priority number 1 will not change. I will not change my priority number 1. Then comes the priority number 2, priority number 3, priority number 4, where you have to readjust. And some of the things, if you wish, you can drop. You can drop here. Fine. So the question is here, why I say that what is makes you mains ready? What is mean by it? Over the year, after interaction with you people, what I have realized that generally I have observed that certain areas you are comfortable, and certain areas in the main examination you keep pending for the you can say the post PT scenario, post PT, and so there it is a big risk. It is a very, very big risk. Why I am saying all these things? Because over the year I have realized that after preliminary examination, really you can say improvement is difficult. Somehow you people touch every area. You have hardly 2.5 months to 3 months. So you touch paper 1, 2, 3, 4, essay, optional, current affairs, subdivision. But improvement is really very difficult because improvement is always gradual. So here means ready simply means you can say uh, uh, that you pick a date of February that where you can write mains. Again, I am saying you should continue PT, but intensify mains. Intensify mains. Right? Pick a date, and mains ready simply means spontaneity. Pick certain areas where you think that I have to achieve the spontaneity by this date. Right? The first area should be uh, the subjects which is equally important for PT as well: history, geography, economy, polity, etc. So these areas are equally important for the PT as well. So you need to make sure that you are comfortable in mains in these areas first. In these areas first. Now, as far as other areas are concerned, you can say whether it is ethics or essay or optional. What I will suggest that if it is done, then quickly go revise and come out of it. If it is not done, then thinly spread it. I repeat, thinly spread it. In the sense, it should not suck your blood and energy. Because ethics and essay, otherwise also, you cannot intensify. It's very slow. So you can simply spread it gradually, stretch little bit. Stretch, why I'm saying, because your focus should not shift here and there. Your focus should not shift here and there. Your focus has to be in and around, you can say, the top priority. Again, I'm saying you, everyone has a different level of preparation and stages of preparation. So you need to be very careful about what makes you mains ready and in the ladder of preparation where you are. Priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3, priority number 4. How we are going to do our whole target for the 100 days in the advanced course is basically to focus in and around these 4 things. 100% revision means we'll touch most of the things. Then comes updation. Updation in the sense last 2 years current contemporary issues. Because if you look at contemporary issues, if you are able to cover some 500 issues, then it is more than enough. More than enough in the sense, these issues are only keep on repeating, whether it is governor, role of his speaker, fine. You can say anti-defection, disaster, etc. If you list election reform, or if you list whatever the things is in news for the last 2 years, you will find there are approximately 550 approximately topics which keeps on repeating, keeps on repeating. And so it's very much possible to, you can say, have a control over the contemporary issues. Then comes retention. Retention is very important, and because retention is not simply about the memory. Retention, I always say, about the clarity of understanding, organization, structuring, and we have very big emphasis on this. Because if the retention is not there, answer writing will not happen. And you have to go for answer writing. And also we are going for the answer writing on daily basis. Whatever the topics are done, just do 2-3 questions. So that it helps to consolidate your preparation, so that it helps you to revise, so that it helps you to retain more, discuss with the faculty. And then finally the expression. This is what the output. Expression is the output. And when we say that one needs to make yourself mains ready, then obviously you need to take care of one thing, and that is expression. And measure everything means everything you can say. So in this time, you can say, focus more on revision vis-a-vis capacity building. You identify the areas where you are strong, you identify the areas where you need to work, but wherever you need to work, there must be a clarity in terms of the outcome, what outcome you need to achieve. For example, in answer writing, I always say, in most of the session I have said that it's very much easy and fashionable to talk about the answer writing. But when you do answer writing, there are 4 things, there are 4 components, there are 4 areas around which you have to develop that skill. Clarity, demand of the question, number 1. Number 2, relevance, means dimensions. Number 3, depth means analysis. And number 4, a structure means sequencing and ordering. Now, whenever you write, you need to be very careful about the outcome and how you measure your efforts. Because if you are not comfortable in clarity, then daily writing will not serve the purpose. Then your approach has to be a little bit different than if your problem is of clarity. Why I am saying all these things? Without having an outcome matrix where you can measure yourself, if you are writing again and again and simply writing, then probably you will find that it is not going to serve the purpose. It is not going to serve the purpose. And this is what I have limited experience in the past also, that students used to write more and more daily basis XYZ, but somehow there are issues. There are issues. Fine. So as far as you can say our 100 days program for mains is concerned, the only thing which I expect from you people is to be committed and disciplined. That's it, nothing else. Nothing else. Fine. Now, if you have questions, please you can ask your questions. You can drop in the you can say chat box, or otherwise also you can contact me personally. Fine. Office will facilitate. As far as time management is concerned, as far as resources are concerned, as far as anything is concerned, it's a high time to reset your preparation. Please go ahead, ask your questions. If you have any question. So Ashish, Chandra, Devansi, Muxil, you can ask your questions. If you have any question to ask, you can comfortably ask. Yeah, Sweta, please go ahead. Sweta, you want to ask question? Please go ahead. Saheli, Priya, Ashish, do you have any question related to timetable, related to anything which you think how to revise? Saheli Das is asking how to revise whole syllabus before exam of the preliminary and you can say preliminary and main. Fine. I will take one by one. I can say that as far as mains is concerned, what you need to do is you if you have notes or if you have not notes, see, always do remember notes must be of the topic, not resources. If you have so many resources and notes according to that, you cannot revise it. So no, because UPSC asks questions, Saheli, try to understand, UPSC asks question from the topic. So your notes has to be on the topic based, and every note will carry you can say the crux of 5 things. Whatever topic you are reading, meaning of it, significance if you capture, number 3 dimension, number 4 contemporary relevance, number 5 related fact and figures. Fine. These are the 5 things that you should carry in the format of crux. Don't make it a very decorative, because the moment you go for decorative, it consumes your time. It consumes your time, and this is what precisely we are going to do in the course also, so that in 100 days you touch maximum things, you intensify, you touch, and rest of the time you give to the PT. And so my point is basically you can revise, you can retain only, Saheli and others, you can say, you can do only when everything is organized first at the study table. If at the study table it is not organized, then you cannot go for revision or retention. So this is my answer. As far as PT is concerned, PT's revision is little bit more hectic. Why? Because in the main examination, you go with the issues. In the PT, you go with the micro detail of the topic. I repeat, micro. Because in the preliminary, the examination is all about one and only one thing, and that is micromanagement of topic. My dear friends, it's all about one and only one thing, micromanagement of the topic. So what happens that you should take tests only on the basis of the micro. For example, you go for demography, human geography में demography है ना, you go for demography, take the test of, you can say, demography, revise it. So here what I'm trying to say, that taste and micro detail of the topic should be aligned in such a way that one by one you are doing. That is the best way to cover and to do the revision in the PT examination. If the climatology is done, revise it and solve question of climatology or maximum geomorphology or climatology. So if you go like this, then you will be in a position to develop a command over the syllabus. Command over the syllabus. So this is what I want to say, Saheli Das. Any other question? Please go ahead if you have another question. So Chandra is asking how to make notes. How to make notes of main examination. This is how I said about this. Sai is asking about the answer writing about the mains. Fine. Sai, Chandra, fine. See, one thing you need to understand. Please, as far as Chandra, your question is concerned, I will say that please do one and only one thing here, that you make notes based on 5 things. It should be crux and it should carry only 5 things. Meaning of the topic, you should understand what it is all about. If you can capture the significance, fine. Then the dimensions, then you can say dimensions, then contemporary relevance, and then related fact, figures, data, etc. Try to make that every or topic based notes should not be more than maximum 2 pages. Then only you can revise and retain. Now coming to the science question, Sai, you are asking about the answer writing, that introduction, conclusion. Please try to understand that never ever make template for this examination. It's very dangerous. And this is where most of the coaching institutes, social media is failing. Because every question is different. So you cannot create a template. Most of the questions are based on 3 things: concept, context, and UPSC gives you the instruction in every question. UPSC gives you an instruction. Discuss, comment, critically analyze. These are the special instruction by the UPSC. And so it varies from question to question, which makes demand very specific. So you cannot have a very, you can say, a fixed template of conclusion or anything else. For example, if I say illustrate in any question, and if I say critically analyze, in both conclusion and you can say the way you are going to write is going to be, the structure is going to be different, completely different. Now, Sai, you tell me how you will create a template. And this is what you do. Actually, we also do in the advanced course, and we do very intensively. So with that, we help you to make you a spontaneous. Try to understand, template will never ever work in UPSC. This year also, if you look at the questions, many people say that this year paper is easy. Okay, fine. But the question is, if you look at from my point of view, questions are, it's not easy and tough. Questions are completely opinion based. Now, if it is opinion based, how you can create template? Sahili, Sweta, Sai, Chandra, I am asking to you, how you will create a template? You cannot create a template. And that's why in the beginning itself I had told you that 100 days simply means you pick the area and make a target that you have to achieve one and only one thing, that is spontaneity. Spontaneity. Always do remember that spontaneity is the final outcome which you have to achieve. Sweta, for economy, what I will suggest that Tata McGraw-Hill's Ganeshan book is there. You read Ganeshan along with any other book. Please don't read Ramesh Singh. So I will suggest that these 2 books, you can say this Ganeshan's book and Uma Kapila. Uma Kapila's book is fantastic. You can easily understand and finish. And Ganeshan's book is very easy TMH. So very basics. like NCERT, you can understand through this. Chandra, how to plan? Chandra is asking ourselves to complete the syllabus within a limited time. Sweta, yes, I have answered. You all can call me. Office will contact you. Don't worry for that. Gauri, you can say a very important question Gauri has asked about the mental stress. Fine. I have a question to you. Gauri, you are very honest to ask this question. Most of the candidates are facing this problem, but are not honest like you to accept it. See, stress happens when you are not able to make your target complete. So my first point is start sparing some time with yourself to analyze what are the things are done. Fine. Whenever you are in stress and anxiety, your recall hampers. So whenever you solve question, you are not at your best. That is the biggest problem. Third, very important is when you don't make your plan realistic, then some of the things will you can say will create a backlog. And when it is a backlog, it's a problem. It is a problem. So my point is one and only one. Number one, make a timetable which is realistic. Fine. For example, I'm very slow reader. So how I can make a plan according to the very popular logic which goes in the social media? 10 hours, 15 hours or XYZ. I don't understand this. My retention is good. So you know yourself. So my point is, suppose if you are planning to do five things, agree. So you fix yourself that first or second thing in any case I will do. Rest of the things, if I have to postpone or if I have to drop, I will drop. The moment you try to do so many things in a tightly packed timetable, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. Fine. So this is very, very important. And then please try to understand, pursue your hobby. Take a break. Give yourself a good sleep. That is the must condition for the output. Otherwise, output will suffer. Siddhima has placed her number. You can contact Siddhima. She will contact with me. Fine, and we'll speak. Thanks, Haley. Thanks, Sweta. Thanks, Sai. Sai is asking how to analyze previous year's questions in depth. Wonderful, Sai. What I will suggest, you can say, about the previous year's questions. Previous year's question is extraordinary treasure to understand the demand. What I will suggest here, that you please don't try to solve, rather than you try to read as much as possible, once, twice, thrice, and follow one and only one approach, and that is called, we do it in the class, and I call it question to concept. Instead of solving PYQ, first have developed an approach that is called question to questions. You read the question and then you try to take a backward linkages and reach to the concept. Gradually. Read once, twice, thrice. And believe me, Sain, Giri, Sweta, Chandra, everyone, your output will be like anything. Self-studies output like anything. It will be improved like anything. You cannot believe it. It is going to be like that kind of outcome. That kind of outcome. So here it's very important for you to understand this. And this is why I'm saying, whether it is notes, whether it is stress management, whether it is PYQ, it's a method. It's about approach. It's about a strategy. A strategy simply means that your strategy should be slick, powerful, and more outcome oriented. The moment your strategy is input heavy, it will shock you. It will sink you. Whole strategy must be outcome oriented and very light, which keeps you light, not at all under stress. The moment any strategy makes you, you can say little bit, or taking you, you can say toll on your health, stress, pressure, it's not good strategy. That's why I'm saying, if you are planning to do 5 things, fix a priority, That first two things will do whatever it takes. And last two, if I have to postpone or drop, no issue for that. We'll do it. We'll do it. This is how things happens. You cannot cover each and every time, everything in a stipulated time. This is why you set priorities. This is why you have Siddhima's number in the chat box itself. You contact whenever you want to discuss. We'll discuss. Fine. Otherwise, see you all in the classroom. Don't worry. You have my numbers. We'll discuss it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you.